awesome. Okay, let's test this new setup. Nice. Okay. Let's see what we are going to work on today. It would be nice to make this fire a little bit smaller. Let's see if we can make the fire a little bit smaller here. Should be somewhere around the this ability somewhere around here. Just make it a little smaller and see. Sometimes changing the size of the particle might not work too well, but let's see. No, Mari, pero el importante es que si se oye, digamos, se oye bastante. Okay, let's see. Did we actually get a smaller fire? Yep, that's kind of cool. The funny thing is that it's actually spawning from somewhere else. Yeah, it's spawning. From another place. Let's see. Okay, let's see where we can find this thing. This should be part of the projectile ability. Okay. It spawns from some socket. So muscle 1 is the socket that it should spawn from. Yeah, I think I might just change. These two to go back to the root. It might be cool if it spawns from the head. And there's another modifier that I think it's gonna change the location of the fire as well. Here. Let's see. Hey Sherry, how is it going? Yeah. Okay, nice. Now it spawns from the head, but I want to change the want to make it spawn a little bit. A little bit farther away from the center. Yeah, I do art mainly. Just modifying some blueprints. I think that's a little better. It comes out a little bit farther away. Maybe we can push it out a little bit more. And I think that way it will look nicer. No, I'm just modifying some blueprints. I'm not doing anything too crazy. That's probably too much. 120. Nice. Yeah, so I made a build the other day. I was trying to optimize the project, and it turns out that the enemy nav mesh was not working because it was set to static, but it seems that I needed to put it to dynamic, but it really takes a toll on performance. Maybe because my nav mesh is a little bit too crazy, it's too big. Maybe I need to make a bunch of them but smaller. Okay, that's kind of cool. We got that thing there. So next stuff is I would like to get maybe more enemies or something. You can limit the nav mesh around invokers. Yeah, that'll be nice. I need to learn more about the nav mesh, because if I keep it on static, the performance is really good. Like, I went over all my textures and I had a bunch of 4K textures. Then I went through my materials and I had a bunch of double-sided face materials, translucent materials that don't work. They don't work well with ray tracing and stuff, so I needed to get rid of them. And I managed to figure out some crashes that I was getting related to the ultra volumetrics and stuff. So I found out a bunch of stuff. Very, very happy about that. Yeah, I think the flamethrower kind of works a little better. Oof. Still doing a lot of damage. Yeah, it's doing a lot of damage. Need to make it do a little less. Damn, this enemy is doing too much. Okay, well that's good. We figured out some stuff. Put the invoker into your character blueprint and set the radius around your invoker. Once enemies are in that radius, they start walking. That's kind of nice. Definitely need to give it a test. See what's the best way for performance. Sorry for the motorcycle noises. I changed my setup, and the street is right there. It's not like an closed street. It's like an dead. How do you call it? Dead end street. But still, today is Saturday, and a lot of people come here to the park. This park has like 4 entrances, but this is the only street who like lets people in. In the other ones, it's a little more difficult to get in. Why is it doing so much damage? What's the deal with this? So yeah, a lot of people come here and put music and drink beer and whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure why is it doing so much damage. I don't remember this doing this amount of damage before. That's another thing I need to figure out, like the flamethrower keeps working a couple of seconds after the enemy is dead. So that's another issue right there. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking what to do next. Let me check. I got this camera that follows me. Finally, the camera came. Took years to come. There you go. Kind of like tracks me, follows me around. That's kind of funny. Okay, so yeah, I think yeah, Kind of wanna get. We could probably get some of the other creatures I had in the other project and bring them here. Yeah, I'm thinking. I still have like, you know, the idea of like making this like an open environment and have different things to do here. Kind of want to do some performance test. See if I can add like, and this is like a super small landscape. Damn, these motorcycles, man, like sometimes. There is this very annoying thing people do here in Costa Rica. They take the silencer off the exhaust pipe, so the motorcycle makes a lot of noise. It is just very annoying. And usually these guys, they have like their group. They ride in groups of, I don't know, like couple of people, so it's just so loud. Yeah, there's probably a spline for the road, and that's why they're not spawning in there. Alright, let's check this out. So, okay, let's change this up to 5.6 because we don't have any other engine version for now. Yeah, let's get the creatures on. Let's get the town, the desert town that I had going on into the other project. That'll be cool. Another thing I wanna figure out is the scope textures. I need to ask about this because for example, we have different scopes which are super cool. The issue with them is that if I come here, they look super yellow, which is not that bad. which is not that bad, but in some places, those guys right there, I need to delete that. That's part of the level blueprint. Yeah, we need to get rid of a bunch of stuff in there. So here, yeah, actually, well, it's not that bad, to be honest. It seems like it really gets affected by the temperature in the of the post process, but yeah, I think it's looks a little strange, to be honest, but let's try it inside. I think inside it looks very milky. That's the thing I don't really like. I would like it to be a little bit more transparent. Yeah, it's running way better. I was testing a couple of hours ago and I was like, why the performance went down so bad? You see here it looks super milky. That's the deal. I have no clue why it looks so bad in here. Very hard to look through. And again, the nav mesh is freaking out. Also, it really dropped some frames. Dude, crazy, man. Like, they're just going in and out. Yeah, definitely want to change that. Because it's really cool, the scopes, but yeah, need to figure out how not to make it milky. I almost believe it has to do with the light attenuation radius. It affects it. Maybe we need to set the scope material to be on another light channel. That way it's not gonna get affected by the exterior light. Yeah, I need to test a little bit with this. Because the coolest thing is the sniper weapon. Like, I really like the sniper. Okay, cool. We are back into. That's a cool character. Okay. Wow, it really takes a while. Yeah, first time. Yeah, probably it's because this is the first time I opened the project on 5.6, so it's just preparing all the shaders and stuff. Plus I have the other project open, so it's little. Okay, cool. Such a smooth camera, I really like this. Perfect. Perfect camera to check details and stuff. Yeah, that's a cool character. Alright, so let's get the main level. Totally forgot where it was. Main 3, 1, I guess is this one. I have a Discord. You can join Discord. Oh. Okay, let's see this map and let's bring some stuff over. That looks very cool, Sherry. I'm using a 3080 RTX. I'm not sure. I haven't done any game dev for mobile, but there's definitely there should be definitely tutorials on YouTube. Yeah, this map is gonna take a little bit, and hopefully I'm opening the right one. I'm gonna bring some creatures and some desert and desert map that I have. And when it comes to the landscape here, yeah, this is too small. I think we should probably make the desert a little bigger. The problem with making it bigger is that doing the errand landscapes, it's just gets a little harder because the resolution goes bigger, so it's that's the thing. But yeah, let's just yeah, let's make a bigger landscape. The problem that I found using errand landscapes is that if you go like bigger, We are using a resolution of 4K here. Let's see how big is this. I think we should keep it like that. If we go bigger, it's gonna be too much. Yeah, I'm not worrying about the length, I'm worrying about the resolution, because if this goes up, just using the Aren landscapes becomes too laggy. For example, if I come here and I make it twice as big, 16 by 16, the resolution goes to 8K, and it's just too much. That's just too much. So yeah, we need to probably keep it 4K. This is 2K, 4K. I think this is probably big enough. We cannot change the scale because it really messes up the brushes. Meters by 100. Let's see. I think this is not that bad. I wanna see. Yeah, we're gonna have a simplified mesh for that area. I mean, I've done like 8K landscapes. It's not a big deal. It gets heavier when you add the material to it, and when you start doing the Aren landscapes stamp brushes, it just really takes forever. Let's get far away from it. I think 4K is not bad at all. Yeah, I think I cannot really tell the scale of this, but also, if I make it too big, it's gonna be difficult to actually get some interesting areas in there. I wanna check the That's awesome. Perfect. Wow, yeah, I think that's great. You can barely see the silhouette of the building far, far away. Yeah, I think this size is good. I think we don't want anything bigger, to be honest. I think the sandstorm is just fine. So yeah, the size of the landscape, it's pretty awesome. I would like the sandstorm to be to be a little higher so you cannot see that far away. That will be cool. Okay, let's check the other project. Still opening. Hey, how is it going? Yeah, I don't like using multiple landscapes because you get a cut in the material, so doesn't really make much sense. Let's see. I'm thinking, should we add the material now, or should we wait? I wanna try something. Wanna see if it's gonna lag the PC too much. Okay, I think working without material is a good strategy. Yeah, working without the landscape material first, getting the brushes down, and then we can add the material to it. I think the material was it was lagging. It was lagging the Eren landscapes a lot. Yeah, I think it's probably that's a good solution. We just want to get some stuff in the edge so you cannot really tell where the map ends. The problem with this is that we need to save very often, because if not it gets laggy, and I think it kinda works. Wow, it looks very small now that I think about it. Oh, I already have the brushes there. Wait, is this the same? I think we're dealing with the same size. Yeah, that's a bad idea. I think we're dealing with the same size, because you can tell the stamps were here before. I think yeah, I think I messed up actually. Yeah, I think this is the size that we had before. Now it's, I don't know why it looked bigger now. So no, actually let's try another size. Yeah, I think this is what I had before. Doesn't really make sense. to make it the same size. Okay, let's check. Let's check here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it 8K because we already had a 4K one. So this is double. This is double what we had before. Yeah, let's try this one. Okay, the project opened. Okay, I want to bring some stuff from here. Desert town. Yeah, this desert town is such a cool desert town. I want to bring it to the other projects. And to be honest, that's a problem. Don't really wanna work too much on the landscape, cause I might be upgrading the project soon, and I cannot really bring the landscape over. Landscape and foliage. That's those are the things I cannot really bring. That's nice. Okay, let's let this one cook a little bit. Oh yeah, now you cannot even see the thing. Oof, it's double the size. The problem is that it's gonna be way more difficult to use the aerial landscapes. Maybe not. Maybe it was the material that was freaking out the thing. Maybe not. Yeah, it's actually responding very well. Huh. That's funny. That's good. Well, we learned something new. Don't put a landscape material. Okay, that's nice. Let's see. Okay, this is a good size, I think. Yeah, we can see the mountains barely in the background. Barely. Yeah, I think this is a great size. Nah. So I don't really want to crash the project, but I kind of want to add a couple of them just in the edge. Yep, it's saving very quickly. I don't, yeah, it's kind of strange. Like, I don't know what happened last time. I think it was the material, because it's really working super nice. Like actually they, like in the in the trailer from Aaron Landscapes, like they're working on huge environments, and it's like they just do it super easily. And I think I'm actually very happy with this. Okay, we took a couple of seconds to actually appear, but the thing here is that I cannot really copy paste these things, because as a blueprint it's just gonna make an instance inside the same brush. So I wanna keep it separate. It's a little bit easier. I think I'm gonna just use the big one, yeah, just a large desert. Again, it feels like it's making the whole thing super tiny again. No, it's way bigger. Yeah. It does feel small when you get far away. But let's try to push them a little bit more. I can also use the small one. And make it bigger. But no, I'm changing the size of them. It's also messes them up a little bit. Teleport transform. Not sure what that's going to do. Okay, let's save this. This might crash. Oh, it works. Nice. Super fast. That's awesome. Compared to the other times I was using this, I'm gonna go a little bit more. Probably gonna redo this anyways for the other project, so for the other version. It's kind of annoying. I haven't really learned how to do it. Okay, yeah, I know what's happening. I'm like, since I'm working on the overview level, I cannot move the overview. I mean the kind of like the overview of the template. I cannot really move that to the other project. That's why I need to start the new project with a new level. That way I can move that one easily. That's probably the thing. Is it actually going to allow me to save all of these? Okay. We got out of the errand landscapes. Yeah, that's. It doesn't like it. Yep, saving just fine. That's awesome. Yeah, we can give it more. The landscape, it's unloaded, meaning it's spatially loaded. So here's the test. Yeah, this is, let's see if it can take the whole thing loaded at the same time. And I'm not sure if it's nanite yet or not. Oh, I think it was freaking out because it was a nanite landscape. Oh, I think that's the other issue. No, it's right there and it's loaded. Awesome. Yeah, landscapes are usually designed to be very light. I love that the game loads like instantly. That's very nice. That's what I want, like just a silhouette of where the map ends. That's awesome. Okay. Now, if we add the material to it, it is gonna take some hits. Yeah, definitely, Aaron Landscapes is amazing. It's just you need to really learn how to use it, like any other thing. not gonna worry too much about this for now. I think I might just update this project because there are some update instructions, and I don't really need to update the whole thing, just a couple of features that I want to, that I need from the, a couple bug fixes that we got. Okay, awesome. This is the thing. If I make it nanite, it's gonna probably crash the project, most likely. When you hit rebuild, it's gonna crash it right there. Most likely it's gonna crash it. The H slots. Yeah, I haven't touched anything. I'm just using the template as it is, and it's been working very, very nicely. Can we go to the other project or no? Yeah. This is the issue, but to be honest, it's working very good. Without nanite, I think it's working very, very good without nanite actually. I wanna see if we can bring the other stuff. It sometimes freaks out. It's okay. Okay, so yeah, let's get some stuff from this project into this one right here. I cleaned up my copies of the project, so we have only the original version, the latest version, and a copy of the latest version, just in case I messed up. Okay. Yeah, definitely. That's a very cool city generator. Okay. Okay, so here I want to get some of the creatures. Yeah, a crab creature, bug creature. Yeah, let's push them to the other project. When you're migrating stuff, you want the other project to be closed. If not, it takes forever. The one that you showed me on the image, you showed me that one before. And then we're gonna get the main. Yeah, if I found out that having the two projects opened at the same time, the one that you are getting stuff from and the one that you are sending stuff to at the same time opened, is gonna like take forever. But if you have only the project that you are extracting from open, is way faster. So you don't want to have both of them open at the same time. I found it's way faster that way, because it was taking forever to migrate some stuff the other day, and I was like, that's crazy. And so I closed the other one and it just went super quick. Okay, for this other stuff that I want to do here, I need to locate all the yeah, definitely having two projects at the same time. It's gonna make things slower. So yeah, the thing is that for this town, kind of want to do like a performance test. Wanna put this town in there. would like to get some of the PCG that I had going on before. And some of the sulfur lakes that I had going on before. I think that would be very, very cool. Yeah, this one, it will take a little bit to open. That level is a little bit heavy. Yeah, it's funny because I was trying to kind of like bring the scope down of the project, make it smaller, and then I was like, well, the whole goal of this is to make a cool environment, and I want to do world building. I want to do add like cool characters with cool dialogues, and like I want exploration. I want like, you know, cool stuff. Kind of like like a big environment where you need to like resource manage, like manage your resources and explore. Then there's going to be like areas where it's more like a dungeon like. Okay. Yeah, the swampy environment, unfortunately we're gonna forget about this for now. I'm just gonna work on the desert. So here, to bring this over to the other project, I believe we need to just hide all the foliage and get the static meshes. It's actually not that much, now that I think about it. Actually, there's a better way to do this. Way better way. Just get the desert town from the data layers, select all actors in data layers. That's gonna get me all of that. Just gonna double check that we are not getting anything else. Okay, that's awesome. And then we're gonna go Control B But we need to be careful not to bring any character because we don't want to modify that. Yep, we need to be careful not to bring these two characters. We're gonna push them out of that data layer, and then I'm going to select all actors. I think we don't have any more characters. That's great. Then we're gonna go Control B to browse these assets and send these assets to the project. Okay. Foliage is that's the thing with the foliage. It's not transferable. I haven't found a way to transfer foliage because it's based on the landscape, and you could probably transfer the landscape, but we don't want that. Let's send this here. We don't want to overwrite anything. And again, let's close this project so the migration goes way faster. And then we can just copy this thing as it is and paste it into the other level once we get all the assets there. That way the project will recognize what we are actually trying to copy. I found this to be a very, very nice way to transfer these things. You can also do a level instance and stuff, but I'm not messing with level instances anymore. Not a big fan of level instances. They cost me a lot of trouble in this project, so I'm just sticking to basic world partition and data layers. There you go, it's going way nicer now. Yeah, next thing I want to learn how to do is to get the NPCs dialogue and stuff. Learn how to do the quest and stuff. We have all those systems, it's just a matter of learning how to set them up. There's some cool mechanics that I want to bring from the other project I was working on with a friend off stream. We have like a coordinate system, radar system, and some kind of like text, kind of like for cinematics, not really cinematics, but for cutscenes kind of thing. Yeah, I'm stepping away from AI. Actually, in the other project, my friend, we worked with a friend who does sound design, and it's just totally different when you get proper sound design. Definitely don't want to use AI voices. It just really doesn't work that well. Yeah, I'm thinking for the industrial area that I had set up, I want to see if I can get some cool puzzles going on. That'll be nice. Some cool puzzles. Something interesting to do there. Wow, that was pretty fast. Yeah, I really like this area right here. Reminds me of the start of the project. No, I think it's for boss battle music. Yeah, no, the AI music from Suno, it's kind of cool for sure. Yeah, it usually gets stuck a little bit at the end here. Nice. The thing with this desert town is that it has a lot of different levels of height. Some we have probably three different levels, so we can probably get these buildings leveled into a flat area, or maybe just replicate this thing. I'm gonna probably simplify this town a little bit. It's probably too big. It has too many buildings. We might be able to simplify it. The cool thing is that we can just, once it's migrated, we can copy this thing. It's gonna spawn right there, the same world location, and we have the data layer as well. So we can transfer the data layer and we can have it inside a data layer, which is awesome as well. Come on, come on. Um, got stuck in 99%. I think we're doing great with space. Yeah, we're good. Get rid of the square world shape. Yeah, I mean, you can add some mountains and break the square landscape shape. I'm not sure if you're referring to the landscape shape. It is getting stuck right there. Let's see what's going on. It's so funny, this camera, like I can just move it around the room. That's gonna be funny. Something happened. I don't want to open the other project because it's just gonna take more time from this. Yeah, I'm not sure how long this is gonna take. Um, yeah, whatever. Let's just open the other project and test the landscape. I think it was running fine without being nanite. I think it's not a big deal. Also, I'm not sure if I will be able to make it nanite because it's just gonna keep crashing. Yeah, I think the fact that it was nanite was messing with the errand landscapes. Oh yeah, I don't like building H lots. It takes forever. Such a pain. Okay, we got stuck. Oh. Big time. It's running exactly the same as before with a 4K landscape. Yep. It's running very well. I don't think I need nanite for this landscape at all. Yep. No, I don't see any difference in performance. We need to put the material on it. That's probably gonna change things a little bit. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna get stuck in there. So one thing I kind of want to do right now, it's open the level blueprint. And you know what? Let's just turn I don't even know what these unknown are. Oh, the data night cycle, huh? Okay, yeah. Yeah, all this showcase stuff, we don't need it. I'm just gonna turn it off. Execute on server, custom event, weapon preview. I believe we don't need that. Start work shooter room. Yeah, it's just showcase stuff from the template. That way, when we start, we don't have this bunch of stuff. Yeah, still getting some stuff. Yeah, all of this is here. Okay, there you go. Yeah. AI Arena. This is kind of cool stuff. We could probably use some of these. Okay, I think we got all the events off. This guy's still appearing, and we have these things. This DPAI spawner, I believe this comes from here. No, they're still getting. That's a good thing. Oh, okay, yay, we got it migrated finally. Yeah, awesome, we got it. Okay, we're gonna figure out what's going on. We can always just delete those things. I thought they were coming from the level blueprint, but it's okay. Let's come here and select this, copy that, and I believe if we drop it here, okay, just gonna drop we have these little ones here. Okay, yay, we got our desert town right here. That's awesome. Oh, we got a crash. It's okay. Shouldn't be moving too much while it was doing that. We also need the data layer. This is the only thing I haven't been able to find. This kind of like a spell. This kind of like a circle, sphere spell. That's the only thing I haven't been able to find. Did we... I think probably the things that we copied didn't... No, we didn't save that, so we shouldn't be able to see it. Okay. What the hell? Okay, the viewport freaked out. Okay, cool. Okay, let's bring it here. That's nice. Here we're gonna oh, it seems like we need to copy this again. Okay, let's see if we can drop it. Okay, let's just leave it there. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit for this to load. And let's see. And since we're here, I kind of want to also bring the desert town data layer. Let's migrate this. I think it's gonna be very, very cool. That's probably gonna take a little bit. Let's see if we can just turn that off here. And we probably don't need this project for now. Yeah, let's close it. So this can use more resources. How's the grind? Doing better? Doing better. I solved a bunch of issues yesterday. Some nav mesh issues, some ray tracing issues. Yeah, it's coming together. Also, the developer of the template fixed some bugs that very happy about. So it's coming. Kind of wanna do a performance test and see how big the world is going to be. I'm gonna save it in a little bit. Wanna try to finish this. This stuff first, then we can save. Then we can add this to the data layer, which is already there, and then we can do some performance test and see. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of want to have swampy areas, but inside. Yeah, this is the terrain. I'm not gonna make it bigger. I might have very small swampy areas. I'm actually super sleepy right now. Super sleepy. I was almost about to end it, but then the computer actually responded. Okay, let's just save it. Awesome, we got it here. But yeah, I've been learning a lot. I'm super happy about that. And now we can actually go to data layers. and go to Desert Town. Desert Town data layer. And if we drop this here, we should be able to hide that. Nice. And unhide it. Cool. Sweet. Okay. Nice. We got the desert town there. That's very nice. We got the creatures as well. Yeah, non-nanite landscape, it loads super quick. I mean, there's I cannot really tell the difference. It's not a big deal. And the desert town, it's oh, I think it's spatially loaded. We don't want that. That's I see. You see that house right there? It's gonna appear little by little. Okay, my keyboard, I'm gonna change my keyboard. Yep, right there. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Starts appearing. That's gonna be cool. And that starts disappearing. Okay. No, actually, we can probably do something very cool with this. All right, desert town. So I'm gonna select all actors, and I'm going to go to spatially loaded. I'm gonna uncheck spatially loaded, so it's gonna get unloaded by distance, and here it says unloaded, which is very interesting because it's supposed to be on. So sometimes it freaks out when you copy a data layer. Probably need to make another data layer, just transfer this. Because if we have it on unloaded, it should not be loaded at in playtime. Yeah, that's such a cool town. Okay, it seems like sticky keys. Oh my god. Okay. Yep, now it's unloaded. Okay. Yeah, the data layer kind of like started working. That's good. I'm actually thinking that I think I think I will be able to actually pull this off. And we have a couple of buildings that are going to be underneath. These pipes. Can also move them around, no problem. Let's activate this town. That's crazy, like I'm not getting any performance changes. And there's the town. What I want to figure out is how to do it. You should check Unreal Sensei. He has a, oh my god, these sticky keys. He has a great introduction tutorial to Unreal. All the navigation, where things are and stuff. It's like a 5-hour long tutorial. If you do that one, you should feel very comfortable. Okay, we're getting some weird shadows in here. I'm not sure how to fix that. It has to do with the ray tracing fallback mesh. Okay, we got some funky collisions and stuff. Oh crap. Oh, I thought this was fixed actually. I thought this was fixed. We're missing the textures on this one. Huh. It has a health thing. Hmm. Dealt with that one in a while. Okay, let's check. Cannot really push it where I want. That's good enough. Nice. Really like this town. Good night. I appreciate you hanging out. Sweet. Okay, now let's actually do the thing that I know is gonna take performance down. The actual landscape material. I think this is what's really gonna take some it's gonna drop the frame rate a little bit. So let's get the desert, which is a MI desert. I believe this is the one. I'm just gonna double check, because we have two landscape materials. We have the desert by itself, and we have the desert combined with the swamp. And I believe this is the, yeah, this is the the one that I made, which is kind of like combining two landscape materials in one. This is that's the one I don't want to use for now. Let's just use the desert one. Which is this one. Okay. Material, there you go. Boop. Oh, that's not the... Huh. That's not the music I wanted to play. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna see. I think we're gonna get some drops. Also, I believe the dust thing is gonna be... Okay, let's create some volumes. One for height and one for the texture. And also, before testing that, we need to add a material. So create layers from assigned materials. let's just use the sand for now. Fill layer. Okay, that's nice. Okay, rock and acid. I think we don't have a layer info for this one. Okay, now we are missing the height. This height is not right. Must be the other one. Okay, yeah, let's get this second one. Okay, create volumes. There you go. Now we have the RVT, the virtual texture thing going. And yep, let's check performance. We have done this like 800 times. No, not like that, but like maybe 20 times or something, which is good. So now I remember. Remember the first time doing this was such a pain. I was like, what? And it's a little buggy as well, so. Okay, so we lost around 20 frames. Oof, yeah. That's quite a bit. Maybe 10 frames we lost. Nice, now we can see the mountains. It feels very small, having this very weird stuff there in the edges. Probably because it's just too flat. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Let's test this other thing. Let's go with the calm version. Yeah, I think I might make it work. I need to change the projectile collision on all the meshes, so bullets cannot fly through walls and stuff. I think I might. Yeah, I think I'm gonna delete everything in the template. I think it's time. It's not really doing anything right there. Can always, yeah, just reference the other project. Yeah, probably gonna. I'm gonna probably leave this off. Okay, bad idea. I think we got it. Okay, and also I would like to get one car. Maybe no. What's the car? This one? Let's push it out of here. Oop. Yeah, and the rest, I think we can just simply right click, select actors, and yeah, let's just delete that. Yep. Okay, all of this is part of the level blueprint. Yeah, gone. Nice. Okay, hopefully now we won't have any weird stuff going on. I think the camera is too zoomed in. Let's see if we can change that. Oh, there you go. Yep. Okay, we need to change that UI as well. Want to see how far it takes. It's so good. They fixed the retargeter. Now it looks nice. It's not breaking. That's funny. It takes a while to get to the end of the level. Wow. No, this is huge. I think this is way bigger than we need. It would be so cool to change this for like a kind of like Star Wars speeder or something. But it's also nice to have wheels, kind of like. Oof, you can actually climb up the hill, which is a little bit of a problem. I like that you can still see things in the distance. And you can see the end of the map right here. Yeah, maybe I think I might need to add a blocking volume here. Yeah, I might just add it right in the end, like right in the edge, so it's like, okay, well, it's just the end of the map. Maybe we can have a volume here that just makes the sandstorm super hard and you cannot really see where the map ends. Something like that would be nice. Wow, it does take a long time. Feels like it's close, but it's not close at all. And walking, oof, I cannot, I mean, it might take forever to get to the other side. I really think that I think it's totally achievable. Just I want to test the PCG graph that I got. And yeah. And it's funny, this is not a nanite landscape. Like, I don't really see the difference. It drifts a little bit too much. That's a cool town, definitely. Okay, I think I'm gonna make a little build just to make sure that we don't have any issues in there. Oh, sticky keys, my god. Jesus. Yeah, I'm changing this keyboard. I have another one. I'm gonna bring it back. Then we can add more verticality, more of these hills, more rocks, canyons and stuff, so you don't get to see the whole thing. It is too flat. Some PCG for the desert that we already got that, and then it's just a matter of adding the rest of the enemies. Some cool quests and stuff. I think it's kind of nice that I tested this out. I made this huge area here. I think it's kind of nice. Now that it's all empty, I'm like, this is kind of cool. Oof, okay, we got a super hardcore frame drop. Okay, we are back. We are back to good frame rate. I think light attenuation. Yeah, we need to definitely change that. I've been going too crazy with the light attenuation. There's a lot more optimization I can do. Even though we have mega lights, I think we can still do better with that. Okay, it's 12. I think I'm gonna probably cut it here. Okay. I need to test the AI patrol splines. No. Yeah, in the editor it does take a while for the data layer to load. Yeah, it seems like the static nav mesh, it doesn't work very well. Okay, yeah, let's keep. Let's leave it here and let's try to make a build just to see if I'm getting any issues with the new stuff. Then I'm gonna get some of the PCG. Wanna see how that runs. We got some cool caves, sulfur lakes. But yeah. Alright, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you so much for watching and have a great night. See you in the next one.